continue with our group data. Okay, we have a question that said the score of 50 students in a mid-class test were as shown below. So solution, look at the question. They say first of all we should construct a frequency table. They gave us the interval. So the interval we are going to use, if they don't give you interval, you are the one to choose your interval by yourself. So for this one, they gave us expo by giving us the interval. So the interval, they gave us is 1 to 5. So you see our C is 5. Automatically your C is 5. So 1 to 5, or you can say 6 to 7, 6, 7, 8, 9, 6 to 10, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Our C is still 10, is still 5. So the next one is 6 to 10, 11 to 15, 16 to 20, 21 to 25, 26 to 30, 31 to 35, okay, 31 to 35, 36 to 40, 36 to 40. So that's what they gave us. So the next thing we can calculate is let's calculate our F, how many they are. I love calculating F. So from 1 to 5, how many are they? From 1 to 5, do we have 1 to 5 here? We don't have 1 to 5 here. Is that question got it from there? 1 to 5. Do we have 3? I don't see any 1 to 5 here. Okay? But they say from 1 to 5 is okay. I'm having 3. 1. Oh, let's check very well. 1 to 5. 1. Maybe this thing is 1 and 8. Okay, it's just 1. 1. Okay, from 6 to 10, you check again. From 6 to 10, they say that there are 4 in number. From 11 to 15, you check 11, 1, 2, like that. So they are 6 in number, and this one they are 5 in number, 9 in number, 13 in number, 8 in number, and 4 in number. Okay, so let's get our X. Don't forget how to get X. X is simply add the two of them, divide by 2. This plus this is 6 divided by 2. I'm having 3. This plus this is 16 divided by 2. I'm having 8. This plus this is 26 divided by 2. So I'm having 13. Okay, 13, 18, 23, 28, 33, 38. Okay, so that's my X. Okay, so the next thing I need for the mean I need my f of x. Don't forget, for the mean I need fx. 3 times 1, 3. This time this is 32. This time this is 78. This time this is 90. This time this is 207. This time this is 364. This time this is 264. And finally 152. Okay, now everything here has given me the mean. Okay, now for the median, don't forget the formula for median. Median is equal to my L1. All of them start from L1. L1 plus half of my summation of frequency. Half of my summation of frequency minus the cumulative frequency of this. Okay, of the median class. Okay, the cumulative frequency of the median class. Okay, before the median class, sorry, that's why we have before. The cumulative frequency before the median class. Cumulative frequency before the median class divided by what? The frequency of the median. Then all times C. Don't forget. So what do we need now? N over 2 is very simple to get. So since they are 50, So my n over 2 is simply 50 divided by 2, which is what? 25. So to get that one is very simple. So what we need now is cumulative frequency. So cumulative frequency simply means keep adding. 0, start from 0. 0 plus the frequency here, 1. 1 plus the frequency here, 1 plus 4, 5. 5 plus 6, 11. 11 plus 5, 16. 16 plus 9. 16 plus 9. Where is my cumulative? 16 plus 9, 25. 25 plus 13, I have 38. 38 plus 8, I have 46. 46 plus 4, I'm having 50. Okay, that is my cumulative frequency. So is there another thing I need? Frequency before the median class. So I have my frequency, I have my cumulative frequency. So everything about median can be gotten. So the next one is you check about mode. What do we need for mode? We say L1, we need the class boundary. So because L1 means the lower class boundary, okay, at that point. So class boundary, don't forget that class boundary is simply minusing 1 from here, adding it from here, adding it to here. So I'm having 0.5 to 5.5, 5.5 to 10.5, 10.5 to 15.5, 15.5 to 20.5, 20.5 to 25.5, 25.5 to 30.5, 30.5 to 35.5, 35.5 to 40.5. Okay, so that is my class boundary. So for the mode is equal to L1 plus change in 1 all over change in 1 plus change in 2, everything multiplied by C. As simple as that. Okay, as simple as that. So how do we get our changes? We get that from the frequency. So we have the frequency, so we can now start our calculation. So let's start our calculation now. To start our calculation, the first thing we are asked to find is the mean. The mean is x bar, which is what? Summation fx all over what? Summation f. And summation fx is adding everything in fx. If you add everything in fx, it's giving me 1190 divided by what? They already told us there are 50 people, so divided by 50. So my answer is what? 23.8. You see, very, very simple. So the next one we are doing is what? Our median. Median. Please don't forget the formula for median. Formula for median is simply L1 plus, you start from half of the frequency, because median means half. Okay, in fact, the average, something like that. So that's why we always use half of the frequency minus cumulative frequency before that median. Okay, before the middle class, then divided by the frequency of the median class. Everything must be multiplied by C. Okay, and don't forget how to get C. Your C is gotten from what? The interval. So the lower class now is 20.5. How did I get 20.5? Now the lower, this one means lower class boundary, and lower class boundary is gotten from where the median will fall, and is from this place. Okay, since we said n divided by 2, so which is 25, so the median is going to fall at the 25th of the frequency. Okay, of the cumulative frequency, the 25th. So where is that 25? Okay, look at 25 here. So, and the class boundary of 25 is 20.5. So the lower class boundary is 20.5, while the upper class boundary is 25.5. Of this 25 here, so I'm having what? 20.5 plus, don't forget that this one divided by 2 gave us 25, minus cumulative frequency before that 25. The cumulative frequency before that 25 is 16. So I'm going to have minus 16, okay, divided by the frequency of the median. Look at the median as 25. So its frequency is 9. Look at the median at 25. Its frequency is what? 9. Everything multiplied by C. I told you how to get your C. Your C is gotten from 1 to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Or you say, choose any number here, sef. From 16 to 20. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 5. So I've gotten my this to be what? 5. So therefore, my median So my median is simply 20.5 plus this minus this will give me 9. 9 over 9 times 5, and 9 over 9 is 1 times 5 is 5, so which is 25.5. This is the median. So let's talk about the mode. Okay, now remember that mode is the highest occurrence, okay, the highest frequency. So mode is gotten from, you must start from that L1 and end in C. For mode and median, we start from L1 and end in C. Okay, so but here is L1 plus, here is change in 1 all over, change in 1 plus change in 2, everything multiplied by C. Very simple formula. So don't forget that what L1 is what the lower class boundary, not for the median now, but for the mode. So go now in the frequency. Which one is the highest frequency here? 13. Okay, 13 is the highest frequency, and the lower class boundary of 13 is what? 25.5. So my L1 is here is 25.5. That is the lower class boundary there. Okay, plus now what is your change? Don't forget that change means something minus something. That's why we use change. So change in this is what? At that mode, where is that my mode? The 13. Look at it. You say 13 minus the upper one and 13 minus the lower one. As simple as that. 13 minus the one up, 13 minus 1 down. So the first one up is what? 13 minus what? In fact, let me get my change. My change in 1 is the 1 up. Okay, which is what? 13 minus 9. Why my change in 2 is what? 13 minus 8. As simple as that. 13 minus the 1 down and 13 minus the 1 up. Okay, 13 minus this is giving me 4 all over the same 4 plus 13. This one is giving me 4, while this one is giving me 5 plus 5. All multiplied. But don't forget how to get C. Choose anyone you like. 21 to 25, 21, 26, 27, 28, 25. That is my C5. They are 5. Okay, so what do I have now? I'm going to have that my L1 is equal to 25.5 plus 4 over 9 times 5. Okay, 4 times 5 is 20. Now 20 divided by 9. 20 divided by 9. So I'm having 2.2. So my L1 is equal to 25.5 plus 2.2. So my L1 is now 27.7. As simple as that. So that is that. Because of time, thank you very much for watching. Or do we solve? Let's solve one more question. Let me check my time. But it's getting dark. Okay. Oh, it's clear. So let's solve more questions. According to my time now is 6:41, but the light is helping us. Okay, so let's take one more question and then we are good to go. Okay, before we take one more question, let's talk about measure of spread. Don't forget what I told you about measure of spread. Measure of spread. Now, in measure of spread, that is where we have the three things. The major three things. The major three things we have there is what? My standard deviation. Okay, variance. Mean deviation. Variance, and what? Standard deviation. Okay, mean deviation, variance, and standard deviation. Now, in ungrouped data, I told you how to get your mean deviation. Okay, in an ungrouped data, do you still remember how to get your mean deviation? Our mean deviation is simply gotten by summation. Okay, absolute value of each of them minus the mean first. Okay, all over summation f. Okay, but for variance is simply the summation of, you remove absolute value and put square, so that be what? X minus x bar square all over summation f. While my standard deviation is simply the square root of that variance. That's all. Square root of the variance, and then you are done. So, but in grouped data, This one is for ungrouped data. In grouped data, the first one we are going to talk about is the mean deviation. Okay, for mean deviation, okay, so the mean deviation does not change for even for grouped and ungrouped data. Mean deviation does not change. It's simply the summation of the absolute value of x minus x bar, okay, all over summation f. Okay, but don't forget how to get your x bar for grouped data. Even for grouped and ungrouped data, it's still the same thing. To get our x bar is simply what? Summation f of x all over what? Summation f. Or if assumed mean is given, to now be assumed mean plus summation fd all over what? Sorry, all over, start from here. All over what? Summation f. And don't forget that your d means what? Each of them minus what? The assumed mean. As simple as that. Okay, so that is how to get your mean for grouped data. Okay, so the next thing we'll talk about, that is for number one. The number two is now the variance. So the variance. Now for the variance, for the my dog has heard my voice. Okay, for the variance is very, very simple. Okay, the variance is simply the summation. Remember, there is square there. Okay, so it means the summation f, instead of you, okay, there is f here, please don't forget, there is f here, don't forget, sorry, f of that. Instead of you saying this, let us share them. It's going to be summation f of x squared like this minus summation fx. Okay, all over, what am I saying? All over what? Summation f for this side. All over what? Summation f for this side. But in this side here must be squared. As simple as that. That is how to do it. It's very, very simple. Share it for them. Summation x squared. Okay? But this one has bar. That is the answer. And don't forget that the third one now, standard deviation. Standard deviation is equal to the square root of variance. Okay? So that is that. We are going to solve just one question on this and then we are good to go. Please, these formulas are not difficult to remember. Let me write it again so that you see it's not difficult to remember. For the mean deviation, we know it doesn't change. Summation what? F, absolute value of what? Each of them minus what? The mean. Then all over what? Summation f. As simple as that. But for the standard, for the variance first. Variance is simply for the grouped data. For the ungrouped data is what? The summation of f. Instead of putting absolute value, now put x minus x bar all squared divided by what? Summation f. Okay. But for ungrouped, for the grouped data, which is one we are talking about, for the grouped, if it's a grouped data, so the variance there is simply from this place. This place is what is always helping me. From this place, I'm going to have the summation of f with x, okay, squared. F with f times x squared all over summation f minus this minus summation. In fact, in this one, because of this, I take it as summation f of x all over summation f. But now everything will now be squared. As simple as that. That is very simple to remember. Okay? So let's take a question. Let's take one question. Okay. Let's take just one question. Okay, so I have which question am I going to take now? Okay, they gave 62, 59, 50, 57, 51. Okay, then I gave 54, 61, 35, 56, 45. Then I gave 53, 66, 40, 45, 48. Okay, they now gave 44, 54, 30, 33, 34. Okay, they gave 46, 39, 46, 38, 36. Okay, 55, 48, 44, 41, 46, 46, 47, 36, 40, 43. Okay, 56, 56, 56, 53, 49, 45, 49. Okay, 68, 59, 54, 53, 63. Then finally 63, 57, 51, 58, 52. Okay, so with this thing they gave, they said a question that we should using class interval. Okay, let me write the question there so I can use here for my table. Okay, a question said using class interval of 30 to 34, 30 to 34, 35 to 40, okay, 35 to 39, 40 to 44, etc. to construct your frequency distribution table. Then B question said calculate I, the mean, II, median, III, mode, IV, mean deviation, V, variance, VI, standard deviation. Okay, so these are the things they ask us to calculate. So let's do that fast. Okay, so solution, I'm going to have something like this. Okay, the first thing I'm having is the class interval. So for the class interval, they say we should use 30 to 34, 35 to 39, 40, 40 to 44, 45 to 49, 50 to 54, 55 to 59, 60, where did it end? Where is that based? Okay, 60 to 64, then 65 to 69. Okay, so to get our C, very simple: 30, 31, 32, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. So my C is already 5. Okay, that is that. So very simple. The next thing we are getting is our X. Let's get our X. To get our X means adding both of them and dividing by 2. So 30 plus 34, then divided by 2. So I'm having 32 here. Okay, 32. Do your own. 37, 42, 47. I'm already seeing the pattern, so it will now be 52, 57, 62, and 67. So it has a pattern. So the next thing I'm looking for is the frequency. The frequency, you start counting from 30 to 34. Count the 30 and 34 you will have here, from 30 to 34. So you will see that they are 3 in number, they are 5 in number, okay, they are 6 in number, they are 12 in number, they are 10 in number, they are 8 in number, they are 4 in number, and finally they are 2 in number. So the next thing I need to get is what? My f of x. That is for my mean. This one is helping me to get my mean. So my f of x is this times this, which is giving me 96, 185, 252, 564, 520, 456, 248, and 134. Okay, now for our mean, median, and whatever, we need the class boundary. Class boundary. The class boundary, I told you, from the interval, remove 5 from here, add it here. So I'm going to have 30.5 to 29.5. Remove 5. Remove 0.5, sorry. So 29.5 and 34.5. 34.5 and 39.5. 39.5 and 44.5. 44.5 and 49.5. 49.5 and 54.5. 54.5 and 59.5. 59.5 and 64.5. 64.5 and 69.5. Okay, and that is what will help us to get the class boundary. Is there any other thing we need? For the mean, s bar is a summation f of x all over summation f, and everything is here. Okay, for the mean is L1, lower class boundary, plus, don't forget that mean is in bracket of, you need to get where the mean will fall, minus it for the what? The cumulative frequency of b. Okay, then divide it by the frequency of the median class, then multiply it by c. Okay, and I've gotten my c. So what I need is now cumulative frequency. So cumulative frequency, okay, cumulative frequency will now be 0 plus 3, 3 plus 5, 8, 8 plus 6, let me just be doing it, 8 plus 6, 14, 14 plus 12, 26, 26 plus 10, 36, 36 plus 8, 44, 44 plus 4, 48. Then finally I have what? 50. This is my cumulative frequency. Is there another thing I need? Okay, let me start from, for the mode is simply the same L1 plus change in 1 all over, change in 1 plus change in 2, all bracket C. Okay, and what is our change in 1? Change in 1 is gotten from the frequency, the change in the frequency on that place I'm talking about. So the next thing we need is from the MD, the mean deviation. The mean deviation is simply, it doesn't change. Summation f, absolute value of x minus x bar. Okay, we need x minus x bar. So we need x minus x bar. Okay, we need x minus x bar all over summation f. Okay, that is that. But for the standard, the variance is simply the summation of what you f of x squared. So we need x squared. Okay, f of x squared all over summation f minus summation fx all over summation x all squared. Okay, so these are the only two things we need now. So x squared is 32 squared. Where is our x squared? So our x squared is 32 squared will give you 1024, 1369, 1764, 2209, 2704, 3249, 3844 and 4489. Okay, so what we now need is now x, each of them minus x bar, each of them minus x bar. So we need the mean x bar. So x bar, which is my mean, is equal to summation fx all over summation f. So summation fx means add all these fx. If you add it, you're going to get 2455 divided by, they already told us they are 50 in number. Okay, or you add the frequency, you must get 50, or you look at the last cumulative frequency, that is the total of this, which is 50. So my answer gave me the answer gave me 49.1. So 49.1. So let's start subtracting. Each of them minus 49.1. So I'm going to have each of these. So 39, okay, let me see, 49.1, because I'm going to be taking my answer in positive because of the absolute value. So I'll be taking my answer in positive. So 49.1 minus 32. So I'm having 17.1. Change 37. 12.1. Change 42. 7.1. 7.1. Change 47. 2.1. 47, change 52. I have 2.9. Change 57. I'm having 7.9. Change 62. I'm having 12.9. Change 67. I'm having 17.9. Okay, so this table will now help you to get anything at all you want to get. Sorry, allow me to drink my water. Okay, so this table will help us to get everything we want to get. So we have gotten the mean. So the second one is now to get the median. Now don't forget that median is what? L1 plus, you remember that you must get the middle, n over 2, which will give you the middle, minus cumulative frequency before that middle, okay, then divided by the frequency of that middle, then everything will now multiply by c. This formula is not difficult to remember. Okay, so first of all we need to get the middle, that is 50, the total frequency divided by 2, which is what? 25. So it will fall at 25. You go to the cumulative frequency and look where 25 will fall. 25 will fall at this 26. Okay, 25 will fall at this 26. So and this 26, our L1, the lower class boundary of this 26, this side is what? 44.5. So I'm having 44.5 plus this divided by 2 gave us 25 minus cumulative frequency before that 26 is 14. So I'm having 14 all over frequency of that 25. Frequency of that 25 gave us 12. So 12. Then I told you how to get C. C is from anyone you like. 35 to 39 is how many? 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. So I'm having 5. Okay? So do the math here. You get this minus this. So I'm having 44.5 plus, subtract this and then divide it by 12. So I'm having 25 minus 14, then divided by 12, then times 5. Times 5. So I'm having 4.58. Let me make it approximately 4.6. 4.6. So if you add the both of them, you're having 44.5 plus 4.6. So I'm having 49.1. So that is where the median is. Okay, permit me to clean here so that I can get the mode. So to get the mode is very simple. You remember that you must start from L and stop at C. So I'm starting from L1 plus this one is change in 1 all over change in 1 plus change in 2 multiplied by C. Is this thing difficult? It's not difficult. So let me get my change in 1 is, first of all, where would the modal class fall? Modal is the highest frequency. The high frequency here is 12. So the mode is going to fall at the 12, okay? So don't forget how to get your change. So where is it going to fall? The mode is gotten from this number and not from the frequency, please. The frequency is what will help us to get the mode, okay? Mode is the highest occurrence, the one that has the highest frequency. So the x that has the highest frequency. So my x bar is where would the mode fall? The mode will fall at, this is 12. The highest frequency here is 12. So, and the x there is what? 43, 47. So my change means that place you are minus the upper one, 42. Why change in 2 means that place you are minus the lower one, okay? So my answer will now become the lower class of that place you are, that 12. The lower class of that 12 is 44.5. That is the lower class of that place. So 44.5 plus change in 1 gave us 47 minus 42. 47 minus 42. I'm having 5 all over 47 minus 52. I'm having minus 5. Everything multiplied by 5. So this time this will give me 1. 1 times this is 5. So I'm having 44.5 minus 5. Because this and this is minus 1. Minus 1 times this is minus 5. So I'm having 44.5 minus 5. So I'm having 39.5. So that is my mode. You see, these things are very simple. Very, very simple to remember. Okay, so the next one, we have gotten the mean, median, and mode. So the next one is what? My mean deviation. My mean deviation. Don't forget that mean deviation does not change. It's simply the summation of what? F, absolute value of what? X minus x bar divided by summation f. Oh, the only thing we did not get here is what? F times this. So let us get it. That's the only thing we did not get. So let us now include it. So what we did not include is what? F into x minus x bar. So let's multiply it. F times this. So let us do that. So 3 times 17.1 will give you 214.5. Okay? Is that where I am? Okay, no. So let me do it myself. They did not get that. Okay, so let me do it myself. So I'm having F, which is 3 times 17.1. I'm having 51.3. Okay, the next one is what? 5 times 12.1. 5 times 12.1. I'm having 60.5. Okay, the next one is 6 times 7.1. 6 times 7.1. I'm having 42.6. The next one is what? 12 times 2.1. 2.1 times 12. So I'm having 2.1 times 12. Okay, 52.2. So the next one is 10 times 2.9, which is 29. The next one is 8 times 7.9. 7.9. So I'm having 63.2. So the next one is 4 times 12.9. 4 times 12.9. So I'm having 51.6. So the last one is now 2 times 17.9. I'm having 35.8. So let's get their summation. So their summation will give me plus 51.6 plus 63.2 plus 29 plus 25.2 plus 42.6 plus 60.5 plus 51.3. So everything gave me 359.5 divided by, this gave me 50. So my answer becomes divided by 50. So I'm having 7.19. So this is what? The mean deviation. So the next thing we need to calculate is the variance. So once we get the variance, we have gotten the standard deviation. So IV, the variance. Now, don't forget that variance is simple. It's simply what? The summation of what? F times x squared. So we did not get f times x squared. You see, the formula is helping us to know what we are supposed to get. So we need to get f times x squared all over what? Summation f. Don't forget that this one has minus. So I will use minus summation of what? F of x all over summation f all squared. And f of x, summation f of x all over summation x is the mean. I hope you know that this is mean. So I can say that this is simply the mean all squared. It's simply the mean all squared. So do this and give me the answer. Get this first. After getting the get their summation. So do it. Remember that here means mean all squared. So another way to get variation is simply saying summation fx squared all over summation f minus what? The mean, which is x bar all squared. The mean all squared. Okay? And then finally, please get this and tell me what the answer is. Then finally, to get your standard deviation, my standard deviation is simply the square root of whatever you got as the variance. Okay? So thank you very much for watching. Please consider subscribing, like, give us a very nice comment. It will encourage us to do more. God bless you.